me up. Here I go again. My, how can I resist you?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 movies that instantly make you happier.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh?
For this list, we'll be looking at the most upbeat and inspirational films that never fail to cheer viewers up. Did we forget a movie that makes you smile? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20, Ella Enchanted. Subverting the usual princess story, Ella Enchanted has its titular hero go on an adventure to free herself from a curse.
Ella Frel, I give you the gift of obedience.
She meets a prince along the way and gradually finds her own independence. Throughout the journey, Anne Hathaway sells both the dramatic and humorous parts of the plot. Her performance gives viewers young and old an inspiring character to admire. She finds ways to circumvent her obedience curse and discovers a heroic side all of her own. Additionally, the movie also features musical performances. Somebody to Love in particular allows Hathaway to show off her vocal skills.
Can anybody find me? Somebody to love.
Between the fun adventure and musical interludes, this movie is guaranteed to enchant any viewer. Number 19, the Lizzie McGuire movie. You don't need to be a fan of the original TV show to fall in love with this screen adaptation. The Lizzie McGuire movie sees the title hero go on a fun trip to Rome. While there, she discovers that she looks exactly like a local pop star named Isabella.
Isabella?
Huh? When Lizzie is asked to step into the singer's shoes, she gets a taste of the celebrity life we all dream of. This film gives Hilary Duff a chance to shine on the stage and sing some absolute bangers. Naturally, the most famous moment from the movie comes when Duff gets to sing What Dreams Are Made Of.
This is what dreams are made of.
Incorporating that classic and inspirational song was the perfect way to bring this uplifting film full circle. Number 18, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Bringing a semi-autobiographical tale to the screen, writer and star Nia Vardalos tells the story of her Greek family.
When I was growing up, I knew I was different. The other girls were blonde and delicate, and I was a swarthy 6-year-old with sideburns.
The plot concerns her character meeting a non-Greek man and the community's reaction to it. With this clash of cultures comes several jokes, including ones about not understanding each other's family rituals. There's also light-hearted humour throughout about the main character Tula's overbearing relatives. Ultimately, the movie is a feel-good narrative about a woman finding happiness and two very different groups accepting each other.
Thank you. What is it? It's a bunch.
It's all done with a positive attitude that's sure to lighten up any bad mood. Number 17, The Princess Bride. Who doesn't love a fun adventure?
Go on, boy. Fill these with water. Please.
As you wish.
The Princess Bride offers up everything you could want from the genre with a healthy dose of humour throughout. Instead of being too self-serious, the movie is a self-referential experience full of wacky characters.
Whoever he is, he's obviously seen us with the princess and must therefore die.
And thanks to compelling characters like Inigo Montoya, we're excited to see where the story will go next. The central romance between Westley and Buttercup is the sweet frame that brings everything else together. Their turbulent love story will make you believe that anything is possible. This inventive fairy tale never lets up on its way to a satisfying conclusion that will have you cheering every time. Number 16, Last Holiday. What would you do if you only had a short time left to live?
Without treatment, it's terminal.
What?
Last Holiday answers this question with the lovable Queen Latifah in the main role. While it could have been overly sentimental, the plot instead focuses on making the main character's remaining life as lively as possible. Latifah soars in a part that allows her to tap into her natural charisma. During her adventures, she does everything in her power to help others that need advice and support. The movie has a few sweet surprises that catch audiences off guard in the best way. Reminding viewers not to take life for granted, this film has all the ingredients to be an instant pick-me-up.
Keep your head down, and you hustle and hustle. Then you look up one day and wonder, how did I even get here?
Number 15, 13 going on 30. After a teenager makes a wish to become older, she accidentally finds herself in the body of her 30-year-old self.
30 and flirty and thriving. 30 and flirty and and thriving.
Jennifer Garner completely sells the role by infusing her performance with wide-eyed innocence and teenage awkwardness. Outside of the comedic premise, the story's true heart centers around Jenna reconnecting with a childhood friend played by Mark Ruffalo.
Hey. Come on in.
As she helps the jaded adult embrace the fun side of life, we're encouraged to do the same at home. The optimistic plot also leaves plenty of room for nostalgia. In one of the best moments, Garner and her co-stars put on an unforgettable performance of Thriller. That sequence alone is pretty much guaranteed to improve any mood. Number 14, Back to the Future. This legendary sci-fi comedy centers around Michael J. Fox's Marty McFly and his accidental journey to the past.
My name is Lorraine.
After the lead character accidentally interferes with his mum and dad's lives, he has to make sure they fall in love in the past so he can exist in the future. Fox's charming performance is complemented perfectly by Christopher Lloyd's eccentric role as Doc Brown. Not only are they both hilarious, but they are both incredibly quotable.
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Watching this duo work together to save the timeline is always entertaining. And watching them overcome tons of obstacles is incredibly inspiring. Whether you tune in for the jokes, sci-fi madness, or performance of Johnny B. Good, Back to the Future will give you 1.21 gigawatts of joy.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
Number 13, Hairspray.
Good morning, Baltimore. Every day's like an open door.
Set in Baltimore during the 1960s, this musical follows Tracy Turnblad's journey to the Corny Collins show. This would-be dancer faces hurdles along the way, including a sinister manager named Velma that doesn't want plus-size performers on the program. But Tracy doesn't let anything stop her from living her dreams. As her inspirational story unfolds, the narrative also tackles issues surrounding civil rights and acceptance. Watching all the characters face their problems and find solutions together makes for a supremely uplifting movie experience. If you're not won over by the upbeat numbers, the project's good vibes and progressive plot will likely bring a smile to your face.
And the new Miss Hairspray is Ida Stubbs!
Number 12, Singin' in the Rain. Often called one of the best Hollywood musicals, Singin' in the Rain includes many of the finest talents of the era.
Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, we're happy again.
Star Gene Kelly once again showed that he's one of the greatest dancers ever during this classic. As Don Lockwood, the actor guides viewers through a transitional period in film history. The numbers are all exuberant showcases of tight choreography and pristine singing.
Make 'em laugh, don't you know everyone wants to laugh.
Whether it's Donald O'Connor performing Make 'em Laugh or Kelly dancing in the rain, the movie never fails to give us numbers that constantly entertain and delight. It's the kind of experience that converts even non-musical lovers into fans.
Broadway rhythm, it's got me, everybody dance!
Number 11, Mamma Mia. In preparation for her wedding, Sophie invites 3 men to the ceremony that she suspects could be her father.
Honey, honey, how he thrills me. Honey, honey.
The ensuing mystery and celebration happens with the inclusion of film legends like Meryl Streep. All of this comes together courtesy of ABBA's glorious catalogue of hits.
You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
Using a Mediterranean setting, the movie also features a magical location that only adds to the peppy mood. We wouldn't even mind if the cast secretly used the jukebox musical as an excuse to take a vacation. Watching them sing and dance fills us with so much happiness that we wish we were part of the eclectic family too. Number 10, Bring It On.
Hate us 'cause we're beautiful, well we don't like you either, we're cheerleaders, we are cheerleaders.
Ellie Ort's teen movies will always give us the nostalgic feels, and one of the best has to be the definitive cheerleader flick, Bring It On.
I sizzle, I scorch, but now I pass the torch. The ballots are in,
Starring Kirsten Dunst as Torrance, who has just become a captain of her high school cheerleading squad, the movie is endearingly over the top from its opening sequence. There's bitter rivalry, fun cheer routines, an adorable romance, and plenty of cattiness.
Go Taurus! Go! Go! Go Taurus! Go Taurus! Go Taurus! Go! Go! Go Taurus! Our game is fierce and we are hip, so get on back, you can't touch this!
It may not have been a major blockbuster upon release, but it has since become a cult classic, and even 2 decades later, we can't get enough. Number 9, La La Land. When a movie opens with an elaborate musical sequence set on a busy Los Angeles freeway, you know it's going to be good. La La Land is one of the more serious picks on our list, and while it may not be uplifting all the way through, it's full of enough music, colour, and gorgeous California scenery that the film still makes us feel good.
Not much to look at, huh?
I've seen better.
Also, it stars Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, and really, what more can you ask for from a movie couple? No wonder it got 14 Oscar nods. Number 8, The Parent Trap. Sometimes movies that are made for kids are the most comforting.
All right, girls, shake hands. Come on, girls.
In The Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan plays a set of twins who were separated as babies when their parents split up, because that's how child custody works, and are inadvertently reunited at summer camp.
That's my dad. That's my mom.
They end up switching places, because of course they do, with the goal of ultimately getting their estranged parents back together.
I guess you and Mum kind of think alike, because you both sent us to the same camp, and we met there, and the whole thing just sort of spilled out.
They switched places on us, Nick.
From the early summer camp shenanigans to the absolutely enviable living situations they both find themselves in Napa and London respectively, this movie is one we just want to jump right into. Number 7, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. We often have to look to older movies to find something to make us happier, but every once in a while, a new film is released that fits the bill. When To All the Boys I've Loved Before was made available on Netflix in 2018, the world felt like a pretty dark place, and this teen romance was exactly the antidote we all needed.
Do you want me to call someone, get you some water?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
The story is about an introverted girl who writes love letters to the boys she has crushes on, without any intention of sending them.
My letters are my most secret possessions. There are 5 total. Kenny from camp, Peter from 7th grade, Lucas from homecoming, John Ambrose from Model UN, and Josh.
But when they all end up in the mail, her life is changed forever in one of the most enjoyable rom-coms of recent years.
You gonna break my heart, Cubby?
I'd always fantasized about falling in love in a field, but I just never thought it'd be the kind where you played lacrosse.
Number 6, Love Actually. No matter what time of year it is, sometimes you just need the upbeat tone of a holiday movie.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Christmas is all around me, and so the feeling grows.
Love Actually is probably the most iconic modern examples of a Christmas romance movie, telling interweaving plots all set in London in the lead up to December 25th. While in recent years there has been a bit of backlash against Love Actually because of its saccharine tone and dated views of what's considered romantic, we're still able to suspend our disbelief and enjoy it, feeling our hearts swell alongside the characters. Number 5, The Holiday. Speaking of holiday movies, we've got one more for you. Starring Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, The Holiday is another light-hearted romance movie set at Christmas time.
I'm here!
The The two women swap houses over the holiday season when both of their lives are falling apart, and both manage to find what they're looking for on the other side of the pond. There are beautiful settings, motivational speeches, quirky side characters, and of course, some pretty heart-rending romance.
Amanda.
Yes?
You smell lovely.
Whenever the snow starts to fall, we know it's time to put this one on again. Number 4, The Princess Diaries. We love a good makeover scene, and that's pretty much at the centre of this fun live-action Disney movie.
Only Paolo gonna take this and give you
a princess.
Mia is a regular dorky teenage girl who finds out that she's actually part of the royal family of an obscure European country.
You're not just Amelia Thermopolis. You are Amelia Mignonette Thermopolis Rinaldi, Princess of Genovia.
Me? A princess? Shut up!
She basically has to go through a speed round of finishing school and get an entirely new look in order to appease her prim and proper grandmother, the Queen of Genovia. This entire movie is basically every young girl's dream come true, but even now that we're grown up, it still charms us.
You know, in old films, whenever a girl would get seriously kissed, her foot would just kind of pop.
Number 3, Bridget Jones's Diary. This movie may have come out in 2001, but it's still extremely relatable.
Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some verbally incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother.
Bridget Jones is single, smokes too much, drinks too much, and isn't happy with her weight. But she's got a good group of friends. Her life may seem bleak at the beginning of the film, but that doesn't mean her story isn't an uplifting one. You'll be rooting for Bridget all the way through, even as she makes mistake after mistake, making viewers feel plenty of second-hand embarrassment.
I will not be defeated by a bad man and an American stick insect. Instead, I choose vodka.
Also, if you're an Anglophile, the entire story is so delightfully British.
All right, enough. Thank you.
Number 2, Legally Blonde. If what you're looking for is a fun girl power movie, you can't get better than Legally Blonde.
Good job, everybody!
Starring Reese Witherspoon as Elle Woods, a girl who has never been taken seriously, who decides to go to Harvard Law after a bad breakup.
You're breaking up with me? I thought you were proposing.
Proposing? Elle, if I'm gonna be a senator, well, I need to marry a Jackie, not a Marilyn.
Her rise to success is a triumphant one, showing that you can be yourself and still achieve your goals.
You go where?
Harvard. Law school.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
Elle may not seem like your typical feminist hero, but even in the modern day, this movie totally holds up and makes us believe in ourselves.
I believe you've just won your case.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Clueless.
I actually have a way normal life for a teenage girl. I mean, I get up, I brush my teeth, and I pick out my school clothes.
While all the other movies on our list are great, it's almost like this one combines the best parts of them all. There's a bubbly blonde at the centre of it, who somehow has wisdom behind her ditzy exterior.
And in conclusion, may I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty. Thank you very much.
Clueless has retroactively defined a generation, bringing Valley Girl dialect into the cultural lexicon.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
Like all of our favourite feel-good movies, the stakes are pretty low, with Cher's biggest problems being finding great outfits and a decent guy to lose her virginity to. This 90s classic encapsulates a simpler time for high schoolers that always makes us nostalgic.
Do you think she's pretty? Yeah, she's a full-on Monet. What's a Monet? It's like the painting, see? From far away it's okay, but up close it's a big old mess.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.